Hi everyone and welcome to a quick Lightroom 6cc edit video. I just wanted to show you how I go about editing images in Lightroom 6, see if I can give you any tips or tricks. By the way, these images was all shot, the raw files out of the camera, they was all shot with a Canon EOS 5D Mark I Classic. Well, we call it Classic, that's not the real name, but the 5D Mark I Classic, which I have sold now. I sold it a few days ago and I took the memory card out of it, and I've now got a 5D Mark II, so I need to edit the images off the memory card. I have actually edited them, by the way, but I brought these back in just to show you how I went about editing them, and just to quickly give you some tips and quickly just talk to you about the clarity of the 5D Mark I Classic. I mean, I very rarely get to shoot in good light because I always shoot weddings and stuff like that and christenings, and they're always in crap light. But this was, I went to Ireland with a family, we're on the ferry, and as you can see I shot a lot of f5, 6, a lot of f8 and f9, and you'll see the clarity. Now I will tell you that it was the first time I ever used the 5D because I only bought it a few months ago and I'd only used it once, and it was on this trip, and there was some sensor dust which I'll clone out on one of the images. I'm not going to do it on the rest because it takes too long. But like I said, they were shot with a 70-200 f2.8 and a 24-70 f2.8. So the first image out of the camera. So what I'm going to do with this image first of all, and you can always see that I always expose on the hot side. I don't remember what my settings were because I was in manual and I don't take no notice about what my exposure is. I just use the histogram and get it right, and whatever it is, it is. It probably was nearly a stop over exposed, thinking about it, because the camera just won't give you, not a 5D anyway, won't give you a nice bright shot like that. The camera, it would have played it safe. Anyway, so first things first, I'm going to enable the lens correction. By the way, the shooting information's here. I'm not happy with the brightness here because the sun was coming in through the side. I'm going to fix that in a minute. And I'm going to go to the auto feature. So basically we've gone from that to that so far. So we've fixed the lens distortion and it's cropped itself straight. Now I'm going to go under the effects channel, under the effects, and we've got a new slider here on Lightroom 6cc. I don't know if you get it on normal Lightroom 6, and it's the dehaze slider. Basically, if I pull it right back, look what it does. But it's meant to take the haze off your images, but I like to use it just to bring me some punch back to the image. And as you can see, so we've gone from this to that. And this is pretty much how I edited these in real life, but quicker because I wasn't talking. So if we now go to the lens correction, we've done that, we've enabled that. We'll go to the detail. I always add 40% with 50% mask. So basically, I mean, it's razor sharp anyway. Let's have a look. I mean, look at the clarity on it. It's absolutely stonking. Really, really good. And it was shot at 5.6, 640 of a second, ISO 100 of course. We'll add 5% noise reduction on as well. I'm going to go to the camera calibration and I'm going to change it to landscape, as I like what landscape does to the sky. And I'm going to go over to the basic channel now. I'm going to warm it up a bit. And now I'm really not happy with these highlights. They're not clipping, but I'm just not happy with them. They just stand out too much. So if I use the highlights, look, I can use the highlights to control them. I'll bring the highlights down and the whites as well. Don't go too much on the whites because now it's gone a bit muddy. So let's bring them back up. So we've gone from this to this. I'm going to add 20% clarity on and 30% vibrance. Warm up just a touch more. And there you go. So now can you see the sensor dust now? Can you see the sensor dust here? I'll clone it out on this one image. All we've got to do is click this tool here. If we press the H key, we can hide and show the pins. So if I click on this, one click, then you can see that it's sampled from this area and cloned the dust spot out. There's another one here that I've seen, look. If you're not sure where they are, you can use I think there's a visualize spots feature. Yeah, you can see where I've gone here. Look, let's press H and hide them. That's another feature you can use. So there you go. Right, what I'm going to do is, to save time, because if you look at this image here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, 6. These 6, I'm going to sync the settings from this one across to these 6. And so I'm holding the shift key, select the first one, hold the shift key, select the others, click sync, and let's just sync it across. And now, if you look, before, after. We just edited those 6 images really fast. Now, yes, you can see the sensor dust. I'll clone it out one more time, and it's the last time I'm going to do it because it just takes too long. Make sure you've got a clean sensor. And I apologise to the guy that bought the 5D off me. It was probably going to watch this video. I've said, if you want me to clean the sensor on the camera, bring it back and I'll gladly do it. But these were the first images I'd ever taken from it, and didn't realise that it had a few bits on. So there you go, that's them edited. So if we go to this one, now this one here is missing one thing. This is raw file, by the way. It's missing flash. That should have had, what I should have done is underexposed it, let's say something like that, and then filled with flash. But I didn't, because I didn't have my flash with me, and I just wanted a light camera with, and that's it. In fact, I didn't even have a flash at this time, because I'd gone from Nikon back to Canon. So I'll paste the settings onto this one and see what happens. Let's just copy these settings, Command C, copy everything, and let's just have a go and see what happens. Yeah, that's not so bad, but you can see that it's practically messed up here. So if we go to the adjustment brush, put the exposure up, and we'll just give a bit of fill flash, only a bit, just a little kiss of light in the face. Bring the saturation down a bit, because obviously it's too colourful. Try, there you go, 7%. I'll try push that exposure up a bit more to something like that. So if we go before, we have got the sensor dust down at the bottom, but I'm not going to go on, we'll do it, why not? By the way, let's go see how, I don't know if we'll be able to see the sharpness of the image here, because, yeah, look how sharp it is, look. I mean, F9, obviously, we've added clarity, we don't want clarity on this image, by the way. I'm just going to turn the sharpening off. Well, no, I'll leave it for there. I'll show you a bit later on. So again, that's my sum. We'll paste that in, and we'll go back and bring the flash in again. Oops. Sensor dust. You can hear my computer revving up now because it's using the GPU. And by the way, by cloning loads of sensor dust out, it works your computer a lot harder. So Command V or Control V on a PC, and you can see we just edited that image. No problem. It looks fantastic. Let me just click solo modes on. Right, so this one you can see I overexposed this one, and it was intentional because I wanted to get loads of shadows. I wanted to get the shadows here. So now what we'll do is I'm going to paste the settings again. That's not too bad, but it's still looking a bit bright now. So let's go bring the exposure down a little touch to something more like that. Sensor dust. Boom. Press the H key to show the pins and the H key to hide the pins. Press the H key, and that's that image done. Now we'll just go Command C. I'm going to copy the settings and then paste it to this one, and then we'll bring the brightness back up because that one wasn't as bright. And can you see how quick you can edit the images? I'm not going to do the sensor dust. Command V, Control V on a PC. That's a bit dark, is that? So what we're going to do is we're going to I'm going to recopy the settings from this image now. And then I'm not going to bother with the sensor dust, but you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 bits of dust. Let's paste it. Different composition. That's not too bad. I'll just bring the exposure back up a touch, bring the whites down. And forget the sensor dust. I mean, again, look how sharp the shot is. Razor sharp. Just messing around with my composition here, using the foreground and the background to get different kinds of compositions. Basically I'm pasting the settings, Command V, Control V on a PC. And then now this shot here, let's just try the settings. They're not perfect, but you can see it's put me in a much better place. Now this image wants a crop because I don't like the white bit up the top here. So I'm going to hold the shift key and really do something like that. Might even come right in. I'll leave that bit there. I'll tell you what, we'll go there. There you go. Again, now with this one, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a vignette onto this so that it makes it more about my daughter and not the sea and everything else. And then I'm going to darken the back. This is a custom vignette now. What we'll do is, just to try it, we'll do this. We're not going to leave it, by the way, so don't be panicking. And then we'll go reset it. Just something like so. And there you go. So basically now we've only darkened the background a little bit, but we've gone from this to this. Again, a bit of flash. We'll go back to the adjustment brush and maybe just give it, oh, that's too much. My computer's starting to mess about a bit now. And there you go. So we've gone bang, bang. Then we'll go to this one, we'll paste the settings across, and I mean, just look at that water come to life. Absolutely brilliant. Put exposure up, one more, done. We won't bother with this one, right? In fact, let me go back here, because I changed lenses. Look, I went from the, I went from the 24 to 70 now, and we'll look at the portraits. Now we'll look at the portraits. Now this is the Sigma 70 to 200 f2.8, and it's an f4. Let's see how sharp it is. Just hang on, it's just clipped. Look at how sharp it is. I mean, it has got some detail on it. But I mean, I'll show you no sharpening at all, and you can see it's absolutely tack sharp. And we'll use here again a 5.6. I mean, it should be sharp, but I mean, look at that, razor sharp. Another 5.6. Just every one of them's tack sharp. You put that lens on a 70D and take 5 shots, and one of them might be like that, and other 4 will be soft, not quite tack sharp. Right, let's just paste my settings along here, see what we get. Oh, look at the sensor dust there, look. Let's just quickly give it a... I mean, it looks actually worse than it is. It's only a few little dust spots, but, you know, it's just time to have to clone it out. I'm not doing the rest because I can't be bothered. Right, we'll leave that. Let's go and have a look now. Look, f3.2. 104mm. Let's go see how sharp. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant sharp. In f2.8, so it's wide open, is the Sigma 70 to 200 f2.8 OS. Look at how sharp that is. Absolutely spot on. I've left these on just to show you the sharpness, by the way. I'm not going to edit them. So, but look at the sharpness. Absolutely spot on lens. The review of that lens is coming up soon. But on the 70D, you don't get that kind of sharpness. You get it once every now and then. And by the way, it is focusing correct. It's just shite, basically. And that's why I like the 5D full frame camera, because it's just amazing. Simple as that. Now we'll have to see how the 5D Mark II gets on, but I'm pretty sure it'll be good. And the 7D Mark II, we'll see how we get on with that also. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe.